is your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Welcome to Space Jam.
Hello and welcome back to this episode of Ram Center. As always, I'm your host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. And Shy, so good to have my co-host back.
Thank you.
Look
I
like you're
missed
doing a lot
you.
better. I missed
Thank
you
you,
too.
Spencer, for helping out last week. You did a great job.
Did a fantastic job.
You're not taking my spot.
Another thing I'm happy about, not only do I have my co-host back, but it's basketball season finally.
Yeah.
We're starting back up again,
Yeah,
huh?
and our football team, they just ended their last home season. All the seniors, they said their goodbyes to the stadium.
Ended it on a 6-game winning streak,
They
though.
did.
That's awesome to see.
Yeah, it is. But now it's time for basketball season. Our men's basketball team opened its 2016-2017 campaign this past Friday evening at the West Liberty Tip-Off Tournament. Star Matt Pinnacow scored a team best of 19 points. Now, the Falcons blocked 9 shots and registered 10 steals defensively. Ryan Scrivanko and Deshaun Giddings each put up 17 points as starters in their Westchester debuts. Mike Gelasso added a career high of 17 points as well. Westchester, who trailed by just 1 at the break, shot just 29.7% after halftime. That enabled Notre Dame College to build a 17-point lead with 7 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. The Golden Rams chipped away at the lead but could not get any closer than 9 points the rest of the way. Westchester then fell to West Liberty University on Saturday with a final score of 117-91. The men look to get the win column as they take on Gannon University November 19th.
And it's, it was a little tough start
Yeah,
for our
I know, it's a
basketball
little
team.
rough start.
First games of the season. I'm seeing that West Liberty is ranked #1 in
They
all
are.
of D2. So that's
Yeah.
that's a tough road test going to their house.
It is.
And playing the first games of the season. We'll get better though.
Yeah, I have faith in our team. We always come out.
Well, our women's volleyball team registered their 4th straight win as they defeated Kutztown in straight sets on Saturday, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-17. Junior Carly Lutz continued to do what she does best, and that's dominate the net for the Golden Rams. She had a team high of 16 kills while also registering 5 blocks. Junior Victoria Cruciani also had a good game herself with 10 kills and a pair of blocks. However, the story of this game was the combined defensive effort from Westchester University. Nikki Yates put up a total of 23 digs, which led the team. But then Bethany Gold added 21 digs herself, and senior Rachel Powers produced 13 digs. With this key win, our Lady Rams have clinched the 8th seed in the PSAC tournament and will travel to top seed Gannon University on Tuesday. Good luck, girls. Let's bring this win back.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'm very confident.
I'm confident, too.
4 straight wins. It's a lot of momentum going into the playoffs.
Yes,
and
I hope they keep it up.
It's just what you need when facing a top-seeded
It
team.
is.
Hopefully they can pull it home.
Yep.
Now we throw it over to Sean with This Day in Sports.
On this day in sports in 1964, Mickey Wright shot a 62, the lowest golf score for a woman pro. That record remained until Yo Ju Kim shot a 61 in 2014. Now over to Marcellus with By the Numbers.
What's going on, Rams? And welcome back to yet another edition of By the Numbers. My name is Marcellus Council Jones, and this week I will be comparing some of the NBA's leaders in block shots. A block shot during a key moment of a game can be a huge momentum swing for a team that is looking for a spark to get their mojo back. When you think of some shot blockers, some players that come to mind are Miami Heat center Hassan Whiteside and Los Angeles Clippers center DeAndre Jordan, who hold down the paint by any means. So, without further delay, let's see how these two compare with blocking statistics. Hassan Whiteside has been taking the league by storm in his rise on taking over the paint with his defensive prowess. During the 2014-2015 season, he averaged 2.6 blocks per game while only playing 48 games that season. During the 2015-2016 season, he played 73 games and led the league with 3.7 blocks per game. That is amazing. Currently this season, as of November 14th, he is averaging 2.5 blocks per game, and for his career, he averages 2.9 blocks. DeAndre Jordan for a while now has been holding the paint down for the Clippers. During the 2014-2015 season, he averaged 2.2 blocks per game while playing every single game that season. During the 2015-2016 season, he played 77 games and averaged 2.3 blocks per game. With those stats, Currently, as of November 14th, this season, he's averaging 1.9 blocks per game, and for his career, he averaged 1.8 blocks per game. Well, that's all the time I have for this week for By the Numbers. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Ram Center. And my name is Marcellus. And now to Samara with her Pro Sports segment. Samara?
In a game that went back and forth until the last minutes of the game, the Eagles were able to hold on to beat the Atlanta Falcons 24-15 on Sunday. Carson Wentz threw for 231 yards and led the Eagles to a comeback victory for the first time this season. Caleb Sturgis made 3 field goals, including one from 48 yards, to seal the win. Ryan Matthews was busy with 19 carries for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys have won their 8th straight game as they defeated the Steelers 35-30 on Sunday afternoon. Ezekiel Elliott ran for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns, both in the final 2 minutes, and had an 83-yard catch, run, and score. Despite a fumble early in the game, Dak Prescott passed for 319 yards and 2 touchdowns, which matched the longest single-season win streak in club history, behind 2 rookies that have been tearing up the field all season long. Dez Bryant joined the party with 6 catches for 116 yards and a 50-yard touchdown reception. In a rematch of Super Bowl 49, the Seahawks were able to get revenge on the Patriots, defeating them 31-24. The Seahawks defense remained strong on the goal line, denying the Patriots 4 times from inside the 2 as the clock winded down. LeGarrette Blount rushed for 69 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Seahawks' Doug Baldwin caught 3 touchdown passes of his own. Tom Brady threw for 316 yards and no touchdowns. From the turf to the hardwood, the 76ers recorded their first win of the season on Friday night as they took down the Pacers in a 109-105 overtime thriller. Joel Embiid led the way with 25 points and 7 rebounds, while Stauskas and Ilyasova both helped out with 14 points apiece. Still, the 76ers are sitting at last place in the Eastern Conference. That's all I have for Pro Sports this week. I'm Samara Rosenfeld. James and Cheyenne, back to you.
Thanks, Samara. Great segment as always. Now, what about our Sixers pulling out that first one of the season?
First one of the season in dramatic fashion in overtime. How about Joel Embiid?
Yeah, I wish I would have went to the game. You know, I usually get season tickets, but this season I didn't.
You might want to get season tickets this year. It's starting to look on the up and up. Huh?
It is. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Ram Center. As always, I'm your co-host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Make sure you follow all our social media sites, Instagram and Twitter, at WCU Ram Center, and like our Facebook page. Stay golden, Dub C. We'll see you again next week.
Welcome to